Hello, hello, and hello. I'm going to give a few minutes for people to come in the room. It is 5:11, and I said that I would go live at 5:15. So I'm going to give people a few moments to come on in the room, or as they say, come on in the room. And while you are waiting to come into the room, or while I'm waiting on you guys to come into the room, um, I can just tell you guys who I am. I'm India Hopkins. I am the owner and operator of Envision Radiance LLC. I usually broadcast to you guys on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 3 p.m. I am going live this evening, and our topic for today, if you see me look down, that means I'm reading. But my topic for today is sometimes if you're too eager to speak, you may miss a message. Sometimes, if you are too eager to speak, you may miss the message. I hope we have a lot of people come in today. So please tag your friends. Please, DM your friends. If they're not able to come in, please share the live. This one is going to be great if we get a lot of participation. As always, I love when we interact. So we have about 2 minutes before I get started. And like I said, I'm just going to let people come on in the room. We had someone in. They must have been a little shy, so they left out from Facebook. So come on in, Instagram, come on in, YouTube, and come on in, Facebook. We got about 1 minute left, and then I'm going to go ahead and start on time. I will not be before you guys long. Again, I am India Hopkins. This is Envision Radiance. I'm the owner of Envision Radiance LLC. I started this in order to help people during the pandemic. We had a lot of people who wanted tips and tools just to make it through the pandemic. Some people were suffering from anxiety, some were working with depression, PTSD, so on and so forth, loneliness, feeling alone. And I just wanted to come on here today. We are talking about if you're too eager to speak, you may miss the message. It is 5:15, and so without further ado, I will dive right on in. Again, this is India Hopkins. I am the owner of Envision Radiance LLC. I'm here today to discuss with you guys if you're too eager to speak, you may miss the message. So, I hope you guys are having a great day. All is well. You've got opportunity to go outside and enjoy the weather. We've had conversations in the past about listening skills. This is discussing listening skills as well, just in a different platform. Have you ever had someone that you've spoken to either on the phone or in person who does not allow you to finish your sentence? Have you ever had anyone to disrupt your conversation? And when they disrupted your conversation, was it because they were trying to get their point across? For me, I have had quite a few friends that are so passionate about what they're talking about that when you go to add to the conversation, they automatically interject, interrupt, cut you off, so on and so forth. Those people are generally really eager, really passionate, really fired up, and ready to express themselves. And they're really being disrespectful to you. Each one of you has a valid point to bring. Each one of you has something important to say, something to contribute when conversing with the other person. Again, listening from a previous video is a skill that not many people have. Most people hear what you're saying, which means it's selective hearing, or they just know that you're speaking. But today we are discussing if the person is too eager to speak, they will miss the message. And you're probably wondering, why am I coming on here today to discuss that? I am coming on here today to discuss that because it is very much so needed. Hi, Elder Marion. How are you? Welcome to the live. Thank you for coming in. I just need to know, Elder Marion, have you had someone that was so eager to speak to you while you were conversing with them in a conversation that they cut you off? Or maybe they didn't let you finish your sentence or your point of thought? Don't be shy, you guys. You guys can chime in. You can leave comments at the bottom. This is an interactive live. The more people that interact, the more perspectives and point of views that we can add to our conversation and the topic at hand. Elder Marion, did you want to add something to that? We got a few people that's darting in and out of the room. I'm not sure if it's because of their Wi-Fi or service, or they're a little shy. You guys, come on in. Come on in. We're talking about if you're too eager to speak, you may miss the message. All right, I have no takers that want to comment. Okay, that's cool. I can talk. So let me just share a little bit. I have a friend, and that person has a wealth of knowledge to offer. Um, Hello. You just want to listen for now, Elder Stacy? That's great. That's fine. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for attending the live. I have a friend, and that person has a wealth of information to give. Very knowledgeable, very spiritual person, wise beyond their years. Hey, Felicia, I see you up there. How are you? Welcome to the live. Please let me know if you want to chime in. You're welcome to. So this person, when they get an opportunity to speak to someone and they're listening to them, they don't let that person get a word in edgewise because they're so eager to speak. And I have noticed that I have quite a few friends who are eager to speak to the point of cutting you off so that they can get their point across. And so I want to come on here today and I just wanted to have a discussion about that because, first of all, I want to know if I'm the only person that has encountered that. Hey, Vernita. That's okay. Just come on in. If it fades back out and you can log back in, great. If not, you know you can do the replay. I just want to welcome everybody that's coming in. I really appreciate you guys. Again, the topic for the evening is if you're too eager to speak, you may miss the message. Look, there's a lot of us. Hey, Fifi. There are a lot of us that have a lot to offer to a conversation. Let's just keep it real. Life experience, wisdom, knowledge, expertise, all of that people are bringing to the table. When friends get together, hello, Kay. Is that K.O. Smith? Thank you for joining the live. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to share them in the comment section. And if you have anything to add to our topic this evening, please feel free to do that as well. This is an interactive live. So I was explaining to everyone, K. Smith, that Kale A. Smith, that people are so eager to speak that they miss a message. So we all have friends, we kick it with them, we talk to them, male and female, the like. And some of them do not have an opportunity to speak freely, or maybe not even on the topic that is comfortable to them. I know there are certain topics for myself that I cannot discuss with everybody. And so when I'm around those type of people and I get to have those nerdy conversations, I'm excited. I am eager. I am ecstatic and all of the things. But I still have to be courteous and I still have to be kind enough to listen to the other person that I am conversing with. Many of us do not do that. It's not meaning to be disrespectful, but it is a sign of disrespect. I know that listening is an art form, and not everyone has acquired that art form. Most of us just hear. And some of us hear act, which means we selectively hear what we want to hear, kind of throw the rest away. I think I've heard people say you use what you can use and throw the rest away. But in that throwing away, you can miss a lot. You can miss a lot. Felicia says, yes, you are so right. I know people that way also. And sometimes it can get frustrating for us because we all of us, we all have something that we are expert about. We all have life lessons and challenges that we have faced. We have a wealth of information at our disposal, whether it be for your job, spirituality, school, education, children, dealing with elderly, whatever it is. Everyone has their topic, and we all want to be heard. But sometimes we don't always want to hear what the other person has to say. Now, it can be out of impatience. Excuse me. It can be because the person is long winded. I know a few long winded people. Again, my friend, she is long winded. And the reason why she is long winded is because the people that she is around, she does not have an opportunity to talk on the same level with those people as she does with me. It's nothing against them. They just might be cool, and we happen to be nerds. It's cool, It is what it is. So when we get together, it's all things nerdy. All things that are just me and her. It's just me and her, and we click really well because of it. Yet I might not be able to contribute all that I can contribute to make it a conversation simply because she is not allowing me in on the conversation. Felicia, uh, can you share with us maybe how did yours go down, and what is it that frustrates you, or how did you overcome this situation? Kale A. Smith, please do the same. You guys get down in the comments and let me know. Is it just me and just Felicia that that experienced this, or are you guys also experiencing it? Let me know. Bernita, if you're still here, I would imagine in your line of work, when you work for where you used to work at and now what you're doing now, that you may encompass those things as well. Man, I don't have any takers tonight. Okay, well, that's fine. So I wanted to come on here. I wanted to have this grand discussion. I wanted to have feedback with you guys about this because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of tired of. I'm over it. Like I'm over, talking to people that's long-winded and don't want to let somebody in because at the end of the day, if you're not able to contribute to the conversation, it's not a conversation. It's a dialogue, a monologue, dissertation. It's a one man or one woman show, and you lose your captive audience when you do that. So if you've ever been talking and your people kind of drift off, just kind of zone out, seem disinterested, or do not comment or converse back or give you any exchange of banner, it's because you've lost your audience, because you either talk too long or you have you missed 8 minutes, Vernita. That's okay. We're still talking about the same topic. I was just asking people to chime in with their experiences in the capacity of having a conversation with somebody and they dominate the conversation for whatever reason. They're just not letting you in. If you get in, they're interrupting you. And just to recap, I was saying that it's rude. Whether they intend for it to be rude or not, it's still rude because everybody has something to contribute to a conversation. Let's see. Felicia says, I find myself just listening more than talking. It's frustrating because I have opinions, but it's hard to express myself. Now, that's a little different, Felicia, and I get that too. Um, and that's a valid point as well. Listening is a great skill to have. Let me just start there, Felicia. That is an excellent skill to have, but your voice deserves to be heard just as well as anyone else's. If it is something that you are learning, meaning that you're not an expert on and someone is providing you advice, information, um, tips, tools, whatever it may be, just listening is great. But when you're having a conversation, that's two or more people exchanging ideas. You're exchanging ideas. So if you are just listening, you are being the receiver. You're not exchanging anything. You're just there. I know for myself, I bore easily. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I bore extremely easy. So I have patience with people. I do. But I just think it becomes we're responsible for being aware of some of our shortcomings or some of the things that we can do to make us better people, better conversationalists, better listeners. And so if someone tells me, hey, India, you're talking too much and you haven't recognized me, I'm not going to be offended first. I'm going to step back and take it all in. I may be talking too much. I talk too much on these lives because I can't get y'all to chime in and come on in. But that's fine. You might not be comfortable. Everybody's not comfortable with sharing their opinions and their thoughts on live. I try to conduct our lives as if we're a family at a family meeting or sitting on the porch kicking it outside, or we having a girl or family chat. That is how I conduct my lives because to me, all of you guys are like family and friends, and so I have a no holds bar interactive live. And I want people to come on here and feel safe to be able to discuss whatever it is that the topic is, or they can contribute to the live information, personal experiences, so on and so forth. I will admit that not all people have that type of platform, but Envision Radiance or India Hopkins on YouTube, that is very much so the case. So, Felicia, I have a question if you don't mind. When you're just listening, do you tune out at a certain point? And what makes it hard for you to express yourself? So I guess that's two questions, not one. So the first question is do you tune out when you're just listening? And what makes it hard for you to express yourself? And Vernita, whenever you're ready, honey, you can start typing. I read and I interact on my live, so we're good. Kel A. Smith, are you still with us? We're more than happy to have you share. Anybody on YouTube want to make a comment? I can read your comment, and if not, if you don't want me to read your comment, that's fine. I can just answer it. But if I get a chance to read your comment, someone else can also offer some insight or some help. So I'm glad that Felicia brought this up because a lot of people don't feel comfortable with expressing their opinions or their expertise or their knowledge. And that's a whole nother scenario. Uh, if you have, so I was on Clubhouse today and they had some heavy hitters. They had people that was making 7 and 8 figures, people who was the top of their field, top of their game, and they were giving wonderful advice. A young lady came on, and I had been in these platforms before, and I never raised my hand. And I really wanted to contribute because what the lady was going through, I had experience, and I have really wanted to offer some insight. But I kind of felt like maybe I shouldn't because I'm not making 7 or 8 figures, and I'm not the top of my field. But I did have experience in what she was speaking on, and I could offer insight because I had experienced some things that she had gone through and some that she hadn't got to yet. And so I went on and I just worked through my fear and I raised my hand and they called me. They called me and I offered my information and it was well received. So, Felicia, a lot of times when you think that well, I'm not sure if you think this or not, but I'm just, ad libbing. If you think that you're not expert enough or, your opinions or your life experiences will not be well received, you may be shocked to find out that people are eager to hear what you have to say because everybody is unique and special. Everyone's experience, we could all have the same experience and never have the same outcome. And so, if you get nothing else today, I would love for you to know that that is key. Like that is really key. That you definitely can help somebody with what you know, what you've experienced, what you've went through. When I call my homegirls, I expect to be able to get a word in though. When I call my homeboys or my family members or my relatives, I want to be able to contribute to the conversation. I want to be able to not just hear you talk or not for you to just hear me talk because it could be a day where I'm full and I need to get a lot off my chest or I'm excited and over just extra bubbly with whatever's going on with me and I might not be aware that I'm doing too much or that I'm not letting you in. So how do we navigate that? Like how do we come to some kind of happy medium to not be overbearing to people, to not overtalk people, to take a breath, so to speak, to give someone an opportunity to be able to come in and contribute to a conversation because there is no conversation if you don't have the exchange of ideas. It has to be an exchange of ideas. Otherwise, it's a soliloquy, it's a dissertation, it's a monologue, and that's not a conversation. Felicia, you still there, babe? We're waiting on you, honey. We're ready for you to contribute. Vernita, if you would like to contribute, please go ahead. Elder Stacy, I mean, you guys speak in front of people all the time. I've I've interacted in conversations with you. You guys can let me know if I've been overbearing in the conversation. Please let me know. I'm on the journey to get it together. So I welcome any constructive criticism, anything I can do to better myself, even when it comes to these lives. If you guys say that, when you're active on the live, um, I don't do something, let me know. We're family here. Let me know what's going on and how can we fix it. Sorry, you guys, I got a message. I'm trying to clear it while I'm waiting. Okay, maybe I lost Felicia. It looks like she's still on here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to look and see who all is on the live for Facebook. Uh, don't be trying to hide whoever that is playing peekaboo. I can't really see your picture. So Felicia responded, I have patience. Patience. I need to enunciate. Patience. So I listen and I'm alert to every word. But if that person is talking so much they really don't want to have a real person to person, they want a listen to, they want to listen to me. They will not listen to me. Yeah, okay, we get that, but what do you do? How do you respond to that? Um, Elder Stacy says, "Hey Andrea, I read my last message because I'm not feeling so well right now." Okay. Oh, okay. Go ahead and no, I'm not trying to. I'm sorry, Auntie. I'm getting whooped right here on the live. Um, so Elder Stacy, this is India. Um, I'm not really sure who Andrea is, but this is India. I know you haven't seen me in a while. My hair has changed dramatically. But if you're not feeling well, I do apologize. I didn't know. I do not want anyone outside of their comfort zone. Let me say that for those in the nosebleeds that didn't hear it. I am not trying to call anyone out of their comfort zone. I just know that, certain ones of you on here that I know personally, I know you guys have a wealth of information and I know that you guys can contribute to the live. If you are not feeling well, by all means, please, I appreciate you just being here. It's no pressure. Um, so Felicia said, no, they want a listen to me on a conversation. Um, I'm trying to understand, but I know sometimes when we type, our brain go faster than our hands. So let me see if I'm getting this right, Felicia. You can tell me yes or no. So what you're saying is when you talk to certain people, they're pretty much long-winded, and you execute your patience, and you just listen to them attentively. So that means that you're paying attention to them, and so therefore you let them do all the talking, and when you get a chance to contribute to the conversation, then they listen to you. Is that what you're saying? Yes. Let's see who we got. Yes. Okay. That is yes. I'm correct. All right. Got you. Vernita says, I'm one that is long winded from years of not being heard. I'm learning how to have real conversations. Thank you, Vernita. I'm so glad that you contributed to the live because for a long time, I was you. So eager to talk because no one listens. Like no one listened. And I just want you guys to know that Vernita is my cousin. And I want you to know this is like one of the wisest women that I know. If you don't know her, she is a healer. And I'm doing this because, we pretty much got to do this on live. But she is a healer. A very wise woman. Very, very, very. She has a lot to contribute to a conversation, especially when it deals with her topics of expertise. Um, and I'm glad that you said that you're learning. That means you have a zeal and a zest to learn how to have real conversations or to exchange ideas by conversing. Let's see. Felicia says, so it really takes patience to listen to that type of person. It extremely takes a lot. When I say a lot of patience, and people who are closest to me, they know that I don't really have a lot of patience. I've learned patience, but I don't really ask for patience because when you ask for patience, you get tested on patience. So I'm gonna just keep it real with you. For me, I'm learning to listen for the clues of exhaustion. What the hell is the clues of exhaustion? What is the clues of exhaustion, Bernita? I'm gonna need you to let me know what that means. Oh my goodness. That is funny. The clues of exhaustion. Please, please explain clues of exhaustion for those of us who don't know. That is funny. I know it probably wasn't meant to be funny, but I wasn't expecting the clues of exhaustion. Um, Yeah, I can agree with my cousin. If you were one of those people who never were really heard as a child, or wasn't really heard in the key parts of your life, high school, middle school, maybe even college, maybe you were shy and withdrawn, and you finally find your audience, you're gonna be like, you're just gonna be running it down. You're gonna be talking. Like I told you guys earlier, I get with my nerd friend and we just talk. I have to make a mental note. Hey, shut up and let her talk. And she says she has to do the same thing. So, but we are aware of that. And so, therefore, we make a mental note so that we can include the other person in on it. Vernita says, a lot of patience, LOL. I can go around the world to get my point. Well, that is a fact, though, cousin. I will give you that. But again, in listening to you, hi, Miss White. Welcome to the live. Let me wave at Angela. Welcome for coming on in. Thank you. We're glad that you could come in, and we hope that you will be able to contribute to this. Our topic this evening is, if you're too eager to speak, you may miss the message. And we are talking about conversations and both people being able to contribute to a conversation, how some people are overbearing and take over a conversation, how some people who are not comfortable in expressing their ideas do not add to the conversation, and as well as a lot of people who have been traumatized in the past and were not necessarily listened to may have too much to contribute to a conversation. So if you would like to contribute or add anything, please do, Ms. White, because I know you have a wealth of information also. I'm going to catch up on Felicia and Vernita's comments. Felicia says, so it takes patience to listen to that type of person. I think I read that already. Uh-oh. Sorry, you guys. Um, Bernita told us that she was learning how to do that, that she was long winded. Why am it's so far down? Okay, here we go. Uh, for me, I'm learning to. Why do I keep doing that? Oh, clues are the listener sighing, not paying attention, saying, huh? Oh my God. So my one friend, she talked so much. Y'all, I know I'm wrong. I've taken a whole nap. Y'all can laugh now. I have taken an entire nap. And this person did not even know that I was tuned out because they were just girl, and you know what I mean, and it just all started turning. It all to start turning into just like a blur. And I was like, girl, maybe I should call you back. I'm feeling a little tired. I'm a little exhausted. I'm a little sleepy. Oh, I got another call on the other line. Like those are all of my clues to let you know you are losing or you have lost me as an audience. If you can talk long enough for me to take a nap and wake back up and you still talking, you're doing way too much. Not trying to hurt your feelings. We're here for healing. If I'm talking to you and you take an entire nap, I've done too much. I I clearly did not call you or did not receive the call for us to have a conversation. It clearly was a monologue. Clearly. Elder Marion says, India trying to stay with you. I like talking. My experience with dialysis can sometimes be draining, but listening and hearing others sure do help. No problem, Elder Stacy. I completely understand. Again, I'm so happy that you're here. Your presence is good enough for me. Um, and I love you, and I'm glad that you're doing well in your dialysis. So, and you're talking about somebody with patience. Elder Marion Stacy and Angela White, them two people, those two ladies, those two awesome, powerful ladies. Man, I don't know. They might have gave Job a run for his money on his patience because they have a lot of patience. And I'm not just saying that. I have been around them through some experiences that call for a lot of patience. I don't know how they do it, cause honey, I ain't signed up for that type of patience. Felicia, don't be laughing at me, girl. I'm trying to keep it real with y'all and share these stories and give a little insight about India, because I tell you guys all the time, these lives are not just for you. This is for me too. I have a lot of growing to do. I'm on the journey, you know what I'm saying? But I have a lot of growing to do too. I have some stuff that I need to work on, and I'm actively open to receive construction, constructive criticism. I am actively open for critiques, for people to pour into me the wisdom and knowledge and understanding. Um, and I'm also willing to give that type of information, which is why I'm on here on these live, so we can have a safe platform to do that. Felicia says, India, I believe that there is times where we're supposed to be the talkers and sometimes we're supposed to be the listeners. That is a very great point that you just made. There are some times that the energy changes on those as well. Vernita, I'm gonna come back to that. I want to address Felicia first, and then I'm gonna come right on in with that. Angela says we are all on the journey. Yes, ma'am. We are definitely. And Angela laughing at me too. Miss White, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Y'all know I'm silly too. I love to have fun, but this is a serious topic. But I like to make it light, because we have enough to make us over. We have a lot in life already that's a little heavy, especially in the times that we're in right now. So we can, if we can get some tools or some understanding and still keep it light and free, that is great. So I'm gonna be still Indian. I'm gonna be cracking jokes and I'm gonna be laughing at myself and laughing with you all as well. Please excuse me. I have drank water. I'm not sure why I still have this, whatever this is going on. But I'm going to read Felicia's statement again. It says, India, I believe that there are times when we're supposed to be the talkers and sometimes we're supposed to be the listeners. That is correct. So if you have someone who is calling you and they're in desperate need of someone to listen, then yes, you are supposed to be the listener. A lot of times, those people just need to use you as a sounding board. And once they have, um, I guess, got their ideas or express what's on their chest, or able to talk through whatever it is, then yes, those people, they will probably resolve the issue themselves. That's usually how it works for me. If I have someone to contact me that needs some help, if they just are able to talk through it, to be able to hear themselves or to think out loud, they're usually able to just work it out. You probably don't have to say much at all. So yes, there are definitely times for that. And then there are times people just need you to pour into them. They need advice, they need help, they need, whatever it is that they're seeking. And those times they're going to need to be the listeners, and you're going to be doing the majority of the talking, unless you're asking them a question to get more insight or more depth into what it is that they're trying to articulate or convey to you. But again, a conversation is an exchange of ideas. So, Felicia, thank you so much for bringing that out, because I didn't even think about that, but that is so very true. I'm going to address Vernita's statement, which is the energy changes on those calls or conversations as well. I did just add conversations just in case you're face to face, but the energy changes on those calls as well, and that is true. When you're dealing with somebody that talk too much, or what about those people who interrupt you when you're already in your thought, and maybe you're not long-winded, but you finally got them to take a breath of air, and now you're contributing to the conversation, and they come right in and cut you off. So, how does that make you guys feel? And definitely, I know the energy shifts on that note, because to me, that's like you just walked up and slapped me in my mouth, like you are talking about something, and I'm more important, or my statement is more important, and I'm like taken aback with that. So, am I by myself with that, or maybe I need to get more aligned in that area? I don't know, but you guys let me know how you feel. And then Miss Angela said we are all on a journey, and that is so true to a certain extent, Miss White. And the reason why I say that it is some people are comfortable right where they're at. They're not trying to journey forward or backward. They're simply comfortable or stuck right where they're at. But for those of us who are on the journey, and for those of us who accept the journey, that is absolutely correct. And we all have a lot to learn on the journey of this thing that we call life. I'm sorry, you guys, my chair is rolling on the carpet. So if you see me bobbing around, I'm not dancing or nothing like that. I am simply trying to stay in the camera so you guys can see me. Felicia says, wow, LOL, so true. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just know that I've been in a few places when it comes to conversation. I have been the person who didn't say much. I know you guys may not believe that, but I have actually been the person who didn't say much. And it wasn't because I wasn't confident to speak, and it wasn't because I didn't have anything to contribute. It's probably because I wasn't comfortable. Sometimes when we're talking to people, they don't make you comfortable enough to contribute to a conversation. And so you just kind of let them do their thing, or they don't acknowledge you. If it's a group of people, they may not acknowledge you. I've had somebody tell me that they didn't acknowledge me because they didn't want to lose their shine, and I was like, I thought we was all contributing to this. Nobody should be outshining anybody. If anything, the light should have been brighter because we all were contributing. But that was my perspective, and I did not negate their perspective on that. But hey, what can I say? Um, Again, any tips on how we can fix the problem of if we're the person who's doing too much damn talking and not and not letting people in, or if we're being disruptive to the conversation by interjecting or interrupting someone while they're in thought or while they are in mid conversation, is there anything that we can do about that that's positive? Miss White, I mean, you worked where I worked at. We got it all, honey. We had the people who didn't say much, co-workers and clients. We had it all. So, Miss White, please, anything you could contribute. Um, oh, thank you, Elder Stacy. She said, I have always given good wisdom. That means a lot to me because this lady is really wise. I really appreciate that. Elder Stacy. Thank you so much. Don't make me cry on this live, okay, Auntie? I'm not playing with you today. Y'all know I don't do public tears. I don't get down like that. I'm a G. I don't do it. I won't do it. I'll excuse myself from the camera and come back before I just can't do it. But thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Vernita says her internet is acting up again. That's okay. We got you, boo. Whenever you ready to come back, come back. And if you can't, we understand that you can always watch it later. Um, Again, I don't mandate people to be here. I love it when you're here, but if you have something that's beyond your control, it is simply beyond your control. And so I'm not upset with that at all. But yeah, I want to come on here and just kick it with you guys because I know that my people have a wealth of information and I don't always have it together. Like I said, I have been the person that didn't talk enough. I have been the person. Oh, my cousin is not happy that she is missing it. And hold on, you guys. I want to tell her it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Um, Come back in when you can. Sorry, you guys. Miss White, you do not talk too much. You don't talk enough. You don't talk enough, Miss White. I wish y'all could hear Miss White voice. She got the voice of an angel. So does Elder Stacy. I know I'm putting people business out, but I don't care. I'm putting their business out in the streets, but I don't care. Um, Now your sister might have a different perspective, Miss White. And the reason why your sister might have a different perspective because she is your sister. And so therefore you guys have a different type of relationship. And I was just about thank you. Thank you for allowing me to transition into the next part of this conversation. So for those of us who have family members, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, your um, method of conversation may be completely different than with those who are outside of your family. So, Miss White is laughing at herself. So Miss White says she talks too much, and I know Miss White. And I've seen where Miss White should have been talking a lot and she didn't really say much. And I worked with Miss White for 9.5 years. But I am not Miss White. I am not Miss White's sister. And if we were to have her on the live, she may concur that she may talk a little too much. And so it just depends. But we still want to be mindful, even though that they are our relatives, uh, we want them to be able to contribute and feel comfortable to contribute to a conversation, because again, it's an exchange of ideas. And if you're doing all the talking, it's a monologue, it's a dissertation, or a soliloquy. None of those are good unless you're getting ready to get your doctorates or your master's degree. Just FYI. It's not good in a day-to-day conversation with people. um, I'm not sure. My phone never goes off until I'm talking to you guys. So this is just quite funny to me. Um, but yes, if you was to talk to my baby brother, he will tell you that my sister is probably overbearing. I dominate the conversation. And he might say I talk too much. He might say, or he might say, I think I know it all. And I might think I do know it all because he's my baby brother and I partially raised him because my mother passed when we were young. Doesn't excuse what I do, just the facts behind it. And so when I talk to him, he's a grown man with a family. What he has to say, his life has afforded him wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He is in the ministry. He has a wealth of information to give. And so I may need to remind myself, thank you, Miss White, that I need to shut up and let him in. Yes, Miss White. Yes, we do. We need to be reminded of these things, and hopefully, this platform will allow us to be comfortable, uh, comfortable enough to be able to kind of tap each other gently on the shoulder to do just that. So, I wanted to come on here. I wanted to, just we got to get it together. We need to be able to productively have conversations with the people who are closest to us, to our friends, to our coworkers, and we need to be able to articulate thought verbally. And I have been told that a few people do not contribute to a conversation because when it comes from here to here, it's totally different. And when it comes from here to here, it's either just the same, which is bad, or it's nowhere near where it started. I don't know what that's about. I just know that it's something that we all can work on because I've been there. When I'm tired, I can tell you right now, if I'm tired, um, and I've noticed after I've had COVID, for those of you who didn't know, I did have COVID in May. I'm doing great now. I still have a few little post COVID um, quirks. I'm gonna call them quirks. But I can be talking to you guys, and if you see me stop talking, it's not that I don't have anything to say, but it may be that I have lost my thought entirely. That is a post COVID symptom. Or you may hear me say nothing and take an extremely big breath. That means I've lost my wind. I try to do it subtly, but it's not always able to be done subtle. It's much better than it was before, which is why it took me so long to come back on the lives. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little embarrassed because I didn't want you guys to see me like that, but we family. I should have been on here the whole time so you guys could have experienced it with me because thank God everyone has not had COVID, but some people have, and all of our situations are different. But I'm not going to talk about that because they'll flag my stuff and then we won't be able to talk for a while. So I'm going to move on. But we're talking about today, if you are right. Angie said, Amen. Amen. We're talking about today. I'm reading you guys because I just lost my train of thought just that quick. Sometimes if you are too eager to speak, you may miss the message. And like I said, I have been that person, especially when I was younger. If your tone is off, if you're drab in your tone, or you're a monotone, or I'm just trying to think of all the adjectives that people use for people who kind of just talk at a tone that is probably not very entertaining, and people lose their audience. If you talk like that, nothing against you, you're going to probably lose me. I bore easy, so when I talk to people, I bring everything I can bring to the table. Uh, I just got critiqued about my lives, and I had to do a video for a conference, and I was told that I do too many times, that I do not look directly in the camera, which I still don't. I'm looking at my computer screen instead of looking at the camera, because to me I look like this when I look at my camera, because I have to hold my head completely up. But that is how I'm supposed to engage. I know, Felicia, I do say a lot. The only time I did not say a lot is when I preached. And that's because it wasn't me talking. So I just did it again. Duh. So you guys see what I'm saying? Nobody is without a little help. Nobody is here that can't have a little constructive criticism. Nobody is here that can't stand to, I don't know, boost your self personification or your character, how you speak, how you listen, how you engage. We're all here to learn something. So, Felicia she just creamed me on live, and I ain't mad. I still love her. I probably love her more because she was honest enough to tell me, yes, you do. You say a little too much. So I will work on that. So hopefully the next live you might not hear that many ums, and you may, but I'm still gonna work on it until I perfect it. And we can I almost did it again. We can work on our conversation skills with our siblings, Miss White and me, and with the people that we work with, people that we associate with. If you're a church member, I just did it again. It is so very much a part of my vocabulary, that and about three other words that I will not say on the live. I got a little work to do. We all on the journey. Y'all heard Miss Well, y'all didn't hear, but I read what Miss White said. We are all on the journey. So no one is perfect. So we're gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on my and my ums. Some of us are gonna work on letting people in on the conversation. Some of us are gonna work on contributing to the conversation, because we are gonna work on confidence if it's your confidence level. We're going to work on articulating a thought if that's the area in which you need to work on. Being able to speak up for yourself in the conversation, like, hey, you guys, I have something to contribute to this conversation as well. Perhaps you would like to hear what I have to say, however you put it. As nice as that, or not as nice as that, however you have to do it. Or maybe it may be someone who is not willing to change their pattern at all, and you may just not have a conversation with them at all. Once I brought to my cousin's attention that she was just talking too much, so I could take a whole nap, she got angry. She told me that was some BS, and I think that I'm better than her. I told her that I wasn't trying to be on BS. I simply wanted to be able to hear what she had to say, but that I had something to offer as well. And I felt like we should be respectful enough to each other that we both be able to exchange ideas. And she told me I was being a smartass. It's like, okay. So when she called, I was not available because I don't want to be a smart ass. I would like for us both to contribute to the conversation. And if she's watching, I'm probably still a smart ass according to her. It's okay. I still love her, but I'm not going to be on the phone taking no naps with her. I have too much stuff to do. Miss White says, I'm loving this live. Keep them coming. Thank you, Miss White. I appreciate it. I have been working diligently to be here on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 o'clock. You guys have no idea how much and everything that's been going on to kind of keep me away from the lives. Elder Marion Stacy said that would be knowing how to speak up, working on it. I got it, Miss Elder Stacy. I got it. I got it. As long as you're working on it, that's excellent. You know what I'm saying? Once you're aware of it and it's something that you want to change, you have the power to do that. So keep working on it. And anything we can do or anything I can do to help you, just let me know. I have no problem with that. You have poured more than enough into me, and I don't mind pouring into you. Felicia says, my comment is for you being a person that when you speak with a kind spirit, and when you speak, you are so humble. It makes people with you, it makes people listen to you. Thank you, Felicia. I appreciate that. I think that really comes from not being heard. I know how it feels to not be heard, and I know how it feels when you're finally heard. And I just try to treat people the way, well, actually better than I would I would like to be treated. I feel like we all have service to each other. We should be in service to each other, and anything we can do to contribute, we should just do it. Like, if you're called to do something and you have a purpose for your life, I really truly believe that you should do it. I know a lot of people said, "Hey, tell him I said he should be on this live because he has wisdom to tell him this not the girls' club, this the family club. Tell Uncle I said, come on, get himself next to you so he can be on this live. He has some stuff to contribute to. I like to. I'll call my family out in a heartbeat. That is so sad. One family member just gave me a compliment and I didn't got on the other one just that quick. That is so sad. But it's only because I want us to be so much better and do so much better by each other. Like we have been hurting each other for so many years. I just think that we need to be open and honest with each other, but you don't have to be nasty to people in order for them to understand that they have hurt you. You don't have to be nasty to people in order for them to understand that you need them or you would like to be needed. I just don't really believe that you have to be nasty to people. It's not a necessity for you to be nasty, and everybody should be humble. If you woke up this morning, you should have humble and meekness because you didn't have to wake up. You did not have to wake up. Every day that you're here is a gift, and I really look at it like that. It is a gift, and I appreciate my gift. I don't have it all right, but I'm working on it. I'm working to be the best version of me for me. And when I do that, it helps other people. The quicker I learn the lesson, I can pour into somebody else, and perhaps they don't have to learn that lesson the way that I did. If they have to go through it, they'll go through it on a higher level. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to sip water. I'm so sorry. Angela said, yes, you guys need to. Did I tell y'all Miss White makes some excellent jewelry? Oh, I wish I could go in my jewelry box and pull out all them fabulous bracelets. Miss White, you still in the bracelet business? This is a side note. Y'all know I promote black businesses too. And are you still making the bracelets? And does your husband still sell those comic books? And I'm gonna plug your baby. So her daughters have an eyelash company. I cannot pronounce their eyelash company, but I know they are on IG, and they are doing excellent. They are taking the entertainment world by storm with those lashes. They have them in vending machines. Please, Miss White, teach me how to say the name of that company. Cause can you give me the phonetic spelling of it? That way I can break it down like I'm a 5-year old. But we have, like I said, we have people on here that have a wealth of information and so many. Here we go. Sasha Sorella and SashaSorella.com. Okay, I got it, Miss White. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. SashaSorella.com. Honey, when I say and baby's making, they doing the thing with those lashes. They got lashes, they got the mascara, the glue, and everything else. And I love looking cute when it's time to, clean up and everything. But I don't know how to put on a lash, Miss White. I want to buy some lashes so bad, but they gonna be sitting in a box because I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm gonna make a donation to your baby's company. And if you guys get a chance to check out Miss White, Angie's Fancies, she is on Facebook and Instagram, right, Miss White? On Facebook and Instagram? Yes. So, yes. And if this is my nephew on here, Kick It with Jay, I would love for you guys to support him. He is getting ready to do some things and have a platform about college tuition. This young man is very bright, very smart, very passionate about his project with college and college tuition. Um, you guys should check him out. It's Kick It with Jay on IG. Keisha has a tutorial. She is a makeup artist. Oh, I know. It ain't gonna be her. It's gonna be me. That ain't my bag, baby. Like it's not gonna be It's not gonna be Keish. It's gonna be me. I've had several people try to teach me how to put on a lash. We're not gonna get into it, Miss White. Either. We're not gonna do it. But I'm gonna take these off so you can see. I had that lash. It was doing something. I don't know. I even tried the magnetic lashes. I'm gonna just make a donation. You got to know where your weaknesses and your strengths are at, and that is not it. I would love to wear them because I love that polished look. It just does something. I'm not a makeup girl. I know you guys. I am off topic. I'm not a makeup girl, but I love that finished look of a lash. So I know she can get it done. I'm gonna check her out. But I want to get back on topic. We're talking about. I'm sorry, I just heard a loud thud. We are talking about sometimes. I'm sorry. If you're speaking too much, you may miss the message. And so I was just simply saying that people have a wealth of information, expertise, life experiences, and just God-given wisdom. And if you're too busy doing all the talking, you might miss a great message. There might be something that's meant for you to be received, and you just miss it altogether. Or they may have dropped some pearls or nuggets of wisdom, and because you were so eager to get your point across, that you just glossed right over it. And so now you may have to face some things, go through some things, and the like that you might not have had to do if you just paid attention. I've done it. I probably could be a billionaire by now had I paid attention. Because when I worked at the plant in the 90s and early 2000s, I had two millionaires. They were millionaires then. I'm sure they in the billions by now that worked every day, that were more than willing to show me how to work the stock market. And I didn't want to learn. Like they would try to they would try to pour into me like every day, the acronyms and everything. And then when I think back, I mean, some of the stuff I heard, but I just felt like it was boring. I was young, I was naive, and I just was hard headed and I didn't want to listen. But that was an opportunity. Hi, Brandon. Welcome to the live. Hey, how are you? I'm so glad you can make it to a live. Today we are talking about if you are talking too much or speaking too much, you may miss the message. And I had asked the question earlier, and I can propose it to you as well. Have you ever been in a conversation that was dominated by someone else where you couldn't get a word in edgewise? Or maybe you were the person that was dominating the conversation and someone else couldn't get a word in edgewise. Please feel free to contribute to the live. My lives are interactive. We would love to hear from you. Uh, and this is another man of brilliance, young, brilliant guy. I've adopted him as my brother. This is Brandon. Brandon, everybody, Brandon. This is his first time on my live. So we welcome you. Felicia says, yes, so right. So, yes, um, we want to be mindful. We want to keep in consideration that a conversation is a dialogue between two people. That means both people have to contribute to the conversation. No one should be hogging the conversation, and no one should be uncomfortable in sharing or contributing to a conversation. You know, if the conversation is being dominated, it can change, like it can shift the tide so easily. And I've already explained to you guys, one of my shortfalls is that I bore easily. And so if you are talking in a monotone voice, or if you have a voice that I think is kind of high pitched or annoying, or if you use two words that are above my education level, if you I could go on and on, but you will lose me as a captive audience. And what you want to do is you want to speak directly to your audience. And so, if you're talking to somebody who's you went to university with, by all means, pull out all your 50-cent words because they're probably going to know exactly what you're talking about. I remember when I was not a person who used profanity at all. I would whoop people with my 50-cent words because I knew they didn't go to college and I know they didn't know what the heck I was talking about. And I didn't care because I was going to get my point across if we got into an altercation or an argument. I might as well have been cussing at them because they was offended. They were offended because they didn't know what the heck I was talking about. I called the guy a CAD. It's a three-letter word, CAD, CAD. He was like, and what does that mean? I said, you smart, look it up. When he came back to work, I want you to know that man did not speak to me for 45 days. It wasn't nice. It wasn't nice. But again, talk on the level of your audience. Sometimes we have to bring it down a notch. And, just to make sure that our people are understanding what we're saying. It's not saying that they dumb. Everybody don't receive on the same frequency. It just is what it is. And so we want to make sure that our people are understanding exactly what we're saying. Those of us who are called to ministry, those who are speakers in the community, those who are working with children, working with the elderly. Again, when you have a conversation with your sibling, me and Miss White have already shared with you guys that when she talks to her sister, her sister may say that she talked too much. And if I talk to my brother, he may say that I'm overbearing and that I dominate the conversation, simply because I'm the oldest and he's the youngest. And I kind of look at him more like my son than my brother because our mother passed early, and I kind of became a parent figure for him in my eyes. He might not feel that way, but in my eyes, I partially reared him simply because our mom wasn't there, and it was more out of protection than to be domineering. And then at some point in time, you have to just let go. You know what I'm saying? You have to take your hands off a little bit. He is grown with his own family. And so, therefore, I should not be talking to him like he's still a little kid, but he will forever be my little brother simply because he came second and I was first. But that doesn't mean that I get to disrespect him by dominating the conversation or not valuing what he has to bring to any conversation. And so, you guys don't let me talk all night. I mean, come on now. Miss White, where you at? Felicia, Brandon, you just came in. What are your thoughts and perspectives on this? I think we lost Vernita entirely, unfortunately. Um, did we lose Felicia too? I just want you guys to be able to come in and to anybody on YouTube want to come in. Elder Stacy says, "I miss your devotions and songs." Oh, thank you, Miss Elder Stacy, Auntie. You ain't supposed to be telling people on here that I do devotions and songs, ma'am. Ma'am. Angie says she is enjoying it. I'm so glad, Miss White. Give me 1 second. Somebody's banging on my door. It's the popo, probably. Listen, I see boxes That's mine. I'm on the live, girl.
You were really okay.
I am on the live. You
Okay.
want to say hi to the people?
Oh, really?
You don't have to, but I was just saying,
Okay, you can say hi.
You can say hi. The camera right there. Just say hi.
Okay. Hello, everybody.
Thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna grab him in a hot minute. Okay. Thank you, boo. Sorry, guys. That's my neighbor. We have a community over here. We look out for each other. I have received some packages. I do apologize. You guys know I'll never interrupt my lives. But that is my neighbor. She is nice. I really like my neighborhood over here. It's really cool. She was letting me know that I have some packages. So I thought that was very nice. Uh no, Elder Stacy Thomas, ooh, I'm just messing with you. I don't mind you telling people that I did devotions and I sung songs at the Good Lord's Church. I did. I used to be in ministry, so I believe we all called to minister whenever the word is given to you, that you should give it, and that once you give the word, unless he or she tells you to do something else, then you need to just leave it right there and let that be with them and their creator. And I firmly believe that. So, Elder Stacy, you didn't do anything wrong. That's just me being silly. I'm still a little bashful about some things. And singing is one of them, because if I don't sound like Mahalia, Aretha, Layla, uh, what's my girl, Rochelle Farrell, I just feel like I can't sing. It's just my personal thought. Um, Miss White, you saying hey? She talking about, hey, Miss White's voice. She sounds like an angel. I kid you not. It's very melodious, and I always used to catch her singing. Always, she was like, "You caught me again." You remember that, Miss White? That's so funny. Well, there's a few people on here I love to hear sing, and Elder Stacy is one of them. She has a beautiful but very strong voice. Puts you in the mind of like a Mahalia, just that strong, good giving, just given to you. It came with your whole package type of voice. Um, but again, I'm off topic. Come on, you guys, y'all got to keep me on the topic. Ooh, we are already an hour and 11 minutes in. Y'all let me know if y'all are tired, if y'all ready to go. But I just think this is a topic that we needed to address so that we can try to be more, what is this? Time to cook. Love my time with y'all. Stop it. You sang truly in the spirit, and that counts for everything. Thank you, Felicia. I really appreciate that. Anything I do is God led for me, including my lives. I won't come on unless He gives me something to discuss. It's always a purpose for everything that I discuss. And so when I come on here, like I said, I truly believe we are all called to service, and maybe that's why the humbleness and the meekness comes through, because I know without him I couldn't do any of this, and it's no disrespect to anybody else's deity, but for me it's Yahweh. It's Yahweh for me. For me it's Adonai. It's Adonai for me. It's Abba for me. It's God for me. It's Allah for me. Those are the names that I call. He has many names because he is all to me, but that's to me. I'm not about to preach to y'all today. But if you guys have to lead a live, we can get off here. Um, but yes, I just wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk about that. If you guys have any comments, questions, or anything to contribute, if you guys have topics that you want to discuss, please, 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 and please let me know. Leave it in the comments. Send me a DM. If you like the live, let me know that. Like it and share it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are on YouTube. If you didn't like the live, that's okay too. Let me know what you think I should do to correct it. I've already been pointed out that I said and too many times. But if you have something else to contribute, please let me know. I can't do anything but get better with your help. So all constructive criticism is welcome. Miss White says, yes, now I remember. Yes. I enjoy being on the lives with you guys. I love you all so dearly. Thank you so much for those of you who came on. For those who couldn't make it, if you know someone who wanted to be on the live, sorry, and they couldn't make it, please like and share on Facebook and Instagram. If you are on YouTube, please subscribe. Hit the like button, hit the share button. It doesn't cost you anything. Again, this is Envision Radiance. I am India Hopkins, the owner of Envision Radiance LLC. We are here to learn, to grow, and to evolve. You guys have a great day. I love you. Please stay safe. Please stay safe. This thing isn't over. Please stay safe. Whatever you've been doing to keep yourself safe, please continue to do that to stay safe. I love you guys. Have a great night. Mwah, mwah. Bye, y'all. Let's see. Bye, YouTube.